Drake and baby!
What's up, everybody? Excited to talk with Drake?
Yeah! Yay!
We got him in a little early. That's always sweet.
Hello, everybody.
Hi!
What's going on? I guess we'll just open it up because I don't know what to talk about. So if anybody has any questions, sure. Yeah, I tweeted a picture out of him wearing makeup that was really funny. And ever since then, it's death threats and craziness, yeah. But follow me, it's quite funny. It's entertaining. Oh, thank you. Yes, this one over here.
Thank you for putting me on Twitter.
Oh, you're welcome. Yo.
Yeah, I saw the video when Shane kidnapped you.
Yep.
And when I found out where, you know, for the lotion he used it, where he put it. Yeah, because I saw the face you make. It's like say,
That's
say what?
That's left to your imagination.
Oh, okay. That's kind of freaky.
Any questions? Yo. Yeah, anything.
Okay, I know there's like a feeling of nostalgia for me meeting you because Rick and Josh is my generation show, but I mean, do you have a favorite experience from working on the show or favorite episode, and what is it like to be still so popular today?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the show, it still airs twice a day, every day on Nickelodeon, and it's still getting new fans, and it's really awesome. I mean, it was a great show to be a part of. It was a lot of fun. I thought the writing was really good, and Josh is incredible, and Meg. I mean, we had a dynamite cast. Jerry Trainer, Crazy Steve, and Helen, and I mean, it was just it was a lot of fun to make, I'm really stoked that the show is still it still has legs, and it's still gaining new fans, and it's still. I mean, it was really interesting. Last week, they aired Jerry's new show and a couple of other new Nick shows, and they pushed these premieres and they did all this stuff. And the #1 rated show on Nickelodeon last week was Drake and Josh. So it's pretty awesome that it still has life, and that people aren't sick of watching the reruns, and it's awesome. But I know what you mean, because I mean with my generation, it was like Clarissa Explains It All, and Salute Your Shorts, and so that was like so I totally get the nostalgia thing. It's awesome.
For those just coming in, Drake is doing question and answer right now, so feel free to raise your hands with any questions you might have. It's a tough industry. It's really rough. You gotta be. It's interesting because I'll be talking to people about a show like American Idol, for example, and they'll say, how can those people stand, going up and getting rejected like that? And I'm like, they do it once. That's my life every day. I'm like, you go into an audition and you worked your hardest on it, and they're like, all right, thank you, goodbye. Like, wait, but nothing? That's it? Just thank you, goodbye? So there's a lot of rejection in the business, but then once you do land a role, it makes all that worth it, So you just can't get discouraged when you're going through it, because, I mean, even me at where I am now, it's like there's still moments where I'm just like, God, well, come on, man. Like, why am I even doing this, But then you get on set or you get on stage, and it's all worth it, So I guess really that. I mean, I don't really have any. I mean, everybody gets in the business a different way. Like I started when I was really young. I was about 5 years old, and I just loved entertaining and was obsessed with Elvis and Jerry Lewis, and I just wanted to be like them. And so my dad said, hey, is that something you want to do? Is that something you want to get into? And so that's how it started for me. So there's all different ways that you can get into the business, but the biggest thing I could say is you can't get discouraged, and you got to just let that stuff just roll off your back, and
he might not have gotten the role because they wanted a blonde girl. You know, I mean, there's not. You can't think like, oh, it's me. You know, I mean, I've been on the other side, and it's so cutthroat in this business. I've been on the other side where we're casting for people, and I've heard one of the producers say, oh, me and my girlfriend were watching that guy on a show the other day, and she thought he was cute. Don't cast him. I'm like, are you kidding me? He did a great audition. That's why you're not going to cast him? So there's all different sorts of reasons why, you know, that kind of stuff happens, and you just can't get discouraged. Yes?
Are you still writing music?
I'm still writing music. Working on a new record in June with Brian Setzer, which is going to be awesome. He's like my god of guitar, you know? And it's going to be, that was going to actually be more of a cover record. We're going to kind of go back to the future and do like a 50s, this really nostalgic, like my music is very influenced by like the 60s and 70s, like all the Beatles and Beach Boys, Queen and all that. And so I'm going to take it back a little further for this record and kind of go Chuck Berry. Yes?
Being on Splash and doing all the diving, is that something you've known how to do or you're just not into it?
I knew nothing. I've never even watched it in the Olympics. I mean, I knew nothing about diving going into it. So we had 6 weeks of training, and I'm terrified of heights. So when I got up there, oh man, when you get up there, you don't realize how high it is until you're actually up there and you're looking down. For example, go up to the 4th floor of this hotel and look down at the pool and think about jumping. Because that's how high we are. And so, yeah, you know, but now I've fallen in love with the sport. I mean, I'm probably going to continue even after the show. It's an amazing thing when you get up there and you think, there's no way I'm jumping, let alone doing a trick off of this height. And then you do it and you just feel like Superman. You're like, at first you're like, please don't make me go up there. Now I'm like, come on guys, can we stop practicing on these little boards? Can I go up to 10 meter now and just do lineups for fun? You know, you want to fling yourself off. It's so much fun. Yep.
I don't know if you're going to remember this, but a couple years ago, YouTuber Shane Dawson posted a picture of you tied up and he was black.
Yes.
What did he have to do to get you to do that?
Tweet me. I don't know how we connected. How did we connect? I forget. I think it might have been on Twitter or something. But there were some YouTube videos of him like trying to call me and like leave voicemails, and I didn't really know who he was at that time. And then that's what happened. He started working with a friend of mine, writing songs for like his funny music videos and stuff. And oh no, wait, that's not what happened. Now I remember. Okay, I did this like little webisode for Black Box TV. It was like an alien invasion kind of thing. And the producer was friends with Shane Dawson, and he was like, hey, my friend Shane is a huge fan of yours. Would you like make a little video saying what's up? And then I started watching his videos, and I'm like, man, this guy's crazy. And I got in contact with him, and I said, hey, you know, we should do a video together. And he's like, oh my, that would be so cool. And so we were just going through ideas at his house, and I said, well, you know, everybody kind of knows that, like, the joke is that you're obsessed with me, you know, so why don't we make it like you kidnapped me, and, you know, and I'm stuck in your house. And then at the end, I was like, wait, and then I'm like, wait, I shouldn't get away. We should have your mom come in and, like, pull it for me, you know, so it was just all us just making it up off the top of our heads at his house.
That's fun.
Yeah?
I like your hair. It's awesome. So my question. Okay, my favorite episode of Drake and Josh was the one where you were calling them tribes.
Oh, right, when he was my driver.
Was that something that you came up with, or was that like actually scripted?
No, that was actually scripted. Yeah, there's we do a lot of improv and stuff, but once the writers, you know, found our voices and stuff like that, it was easy for them to kind of write, and it sounded like it was coming from us, you know. Yeah.
Who would you consider to be your like biggest inspiration?
John Lennon. Oh, as far as acting or anything? As far as actors go, I'd have to say, you know, I'd probably say my biggest inspiration throughout everything is probably Jerry Lewis, because he, not only is he, you know, one of the funniest actors ever, but he wrote his movie. Charlie Chaplin also. I would say Jerry Lewis and Charlie Chaplin, because they wrote their movies, they directed their movies, they scored their movies. Well, Charlie scored his movies, but they produced them. I mean, Jerry Lewis invented the monitor so that you don't have to look through the camera lens and you can watch what it's going to look like on a screen. I mean, he invented that. And now that's just commonplace in film. I mean, you can't make a movie without that. And so just the innovation that they have, because I love, you know, I've directed episodes of Drake and Josh. I directed our really big shrimp movie. I produced our Christmas movie. I wrote the theme song. I scored the show. What else? Singer, songwriter, actor, musician, director, producer. Something else. But yeah, I love to do everything. I love, you know, every part of the business. I want to be a part of. So I really look to people who do that, who don't just show up and get their hair and makeup done and go home after 12 hours of shooting. You know, they stick around and make sure that every shot, you know, I'm really involved whenever I'm making a film or doing a TV show. I'm always over there. They call it, when you're looking at where the producers and directors and stuff sit and watch the monitors, we call it Video Village. And so I'm always there at Video Village, just like watching the shots, giving suggestions, listening to what they're doing so I can learn, and you know, always really close knit with the crew. You know, I just love every aspect of film and television and entertainment. Yeah. Yes. I have no I have no interaction with them, so I wouldn't know. But I'm sure they're all cool. Oh, rad! Then I think they're awesome. Yeah, they're rad. Directioners rule, believers are dumb. Yes, the hat.
What was your favorite episode? What was your favorite episode for Drake and Josh?
Oh, my favorite episode of Drake and Josh. Let me think. The helicopter episode was pretty funny. I thought when we had to fly the helicopter, and
I liked the one where Megan had a lamb.
a what? A lamb. Oh, when she bought Bob. Yeah, that was a great episode. Funny story about that episode. It was originally a kangaroo, and it was originally a kangaroo. But kangaroos have their brain is about the size of a rabbit, and so you can't train a kangaroo. It's not possible. So we had these trainers, these wranglers, really, brought the kangaroo, and we were rehearsing with it. And it was going crazy. We had to set up barricades because it just kept jumping away. And they actually brought a little Joey, which was really cute, a little baby kangaroo. And they had a big bag, and they just open it, and he would dive right into it like it was his mom's pouch. It was so cute. But there was just no way we were ever going to be able to get the kangaroo to do what we wanted it to do. So at the last minute, we changed it to a sheep.